Hi everybody, and welcome to video 2 in our series, The Final Days of Summer. Now this kit is a collaboration between Nathalie at LineDotArrow and Suzanne at Nonstop Papercrafts. And here's a little preview of the kits. Make sure to go over to their YouTube channels, and all the links are going to be below that you need. And check out their videos. There's going to be freebies and challenges and drawings and giveaways and all kinds of good stuff. And so you want to make sure to go to the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group and go over to Haystack's Crafty Corner Facebook group and get entered into the contest over there and over at my group. And then also go to the LineDotArrow Facebook group and participate in the challenges and the drawing there as well. So there's 3 drawings. So you want to go to all 3 places. All the links are going to be below. Okay, so now when we left off, we were still building this. This is what it looks like with all the stamping done on it. I decided to go ahead and use this one, which just looks like, well, like that. Looks like bark, kind of. I was going to go with one that had the illegible text, like I originally said, but I really didn't see one that I liked, even though I have 4,000 stamps. I only went halfway through. I'll admit it. So the first thing we're going to do is finish this up by gluing these 2 together. Now, we could do the pocket from the side. However, then we would have a tab for our card sticking out the side, and I don't think I like that. So we're going to do a top pocket. So when we glue these 2 together, let's see. You know, I didn't think about this. So when we glue these 2 together, we're going to use the smaller side. Oh, that'll be great, because then the tab from the card will be on the inside. I just realized. All right, so we're going to want to glue it from here, because it's smaller, so we don't want to accidentally go too far. So let's glue this. I haven't had my glue out in a couple days. Okay, a couple years. So let's glue this down here. Kind of hard to see against that stamping. I did go ahead and go all out. I'll be honest with you, I stamped it before I realized it said center. I mean, I over-stamped it. And you'll notice that I went way down on some of these parts. I'm not sure with all the different levels how far down. Make sure I got this going the right way. We would be going. So let's glue this on the back of here, but we want to make sure everybody is straight. How is it that that sticks out? Okay. If it's going to stick out anywhere, let's make it stick out over here. And it looks like I need to stamp some more in here. It doesn't look quite dark enough right in there. Anyway, well, there is kind of variations anyway. So that way this part right here doesn't need to be papered. If you don't stamp it, you might want to paper this part first. Now I did stamp and ink, and I like it better that way. Ooh, except right there. How did I miss that? I do not know. I was doing a lot of stamping and inking. I forgot this whole front flap. or I missed it somehow. I have the sniffles again, as usual. And yes, it's 12:30 in the morning. Probably how I missed it. Oh. It looks like I only inked one of the two folders. I don't know what I was thinking or not thinking. I'm trying to not get that glue on anything. You know, I probably thought to myself, oh, I got that done really quick. Not the stamping. The stamping took a while. I'm glad I caught that in time. It makes the, maybe that's why the stamping didn't look right to me. Sorry about this. And because of the way the edges are, and I'm wondering now if I did the center on the other one. Since these are going to look like separate pages, you need to ink both sides. Which I didn't do on here. Oh, that's because they're going to be glued together, but it doesn't matter. Everything needs to be inked. Okay. You never know what you're going to be able to see. Okay, let me check the center on this one. I got the outside one. Okay, I got that one. That was close. All right, let's re-glue this. So anyway, this is going to be a great collaboration. I really love using the sepia. If I call it sepia every once in a while, just ignore me, because that's the way I used to pronounce it until I asked a friend of mine who's been an artist for a very long time and teaches and things like that. And she told me it's sepia, like the sea. I'm making sure I have a good amount of glue. It's just hard for me to see because it's going to be the part that holds everything together. Okay. You know what I did? Did I glue that together on the big side? No. Glued it, or almost tried to glue it to the wrong side. Anyway, we'll make this line up here and line up across the bottom. Then since we're doing all these multi-layers, no one's going to notice if this I'm going to have to trim that. And it looks like it's just crooked. Can't. It's this. So we are going to have to slide it this way and then trim the outside edge. Now, why does it look okay now? Okay. So now what we have is the cover. It's going to be page 1, 2. Oh, I didn't realize it makes it a flip-flop, doesn't it? Well, we'll see. And the back. That's all right. So we're going to have 1, 2 in the back. And then 3 and 4. Okay. So now we've got that put together. And I've decided not to paper, as you can see by how much stamping I did. But we are going to obviously paper the envelope that we're putting on the front. You can see how far in I inked it. You can't tell that it's a white envelope anymore, hopefully. Our tabs are going to be this. This is what it started out looking like on cream colored paper. This is what it looks like once I inked it. Anyway, this collaboration is going to be great. Or it is great. Because, which end? Oh, I wanted this on there. So I want to do it this way. Now I'm wondering, I think I want to put it up all the way and cut a thumb hole. That's why I inked the inside of it. Just want to make sure you see any of it. It's inked. Well, we're going to be gluing this over with paper. I have a feeling we're only going to have time to do this big project, which is cool. As in, this is fine. Because I'm doing the challenges in color. You'll already know about those by now because this is coming out on the 6th or the 7th, because I had to get the end of Once Upon a Time published. Which if you don't know is the big combination journal mini album. So you should check those out. Sorry about that. Crash bang. Okay. Now remember, we're going to glue this on as a pocket, plus we're going to have a pocket. At the top. But we're going to glue the paper on here. Let's double check the size. You know, that could be just a shade narrower. I'm going to take it off of this side because I want that compass to be on. All right, let's try it now. So, once again, the collaboration is going to include 3 challenges this month at the LineDotArrow Facebook group, and then also at Suzanne's YouTube channel. She's going to be doing the challenges as well. There's going to be freebies from Nathalie and Suzanne at Nonstop Papercrafts. I don't know if I said that. And then this time, which I'm very excited about, we're doing special freebies from Sweet Pea Paper's Facebook group and Haystack's Crafty Corner Facebook group. And that's Tabatha. And I believe her YouTube channel is Haystack's Crafty Creations. Once again, all the links will be below. Plus, not just those videos, but obviously these videos. And then there's going to be videos from all of the design team members from LineDotArrow and from Nonstop Papercrafts. So you're going to have a whole lot of videos to watch. You're going to have some fun stuff to do. There's also going to be a drawing at LineDotArrow Facebook group. There's going to be a drawing at Sweet Pea Paper's Facebook group. And there's going to be a drawing over at Haystack's Crafty Corner Facebook group. And the winner's going to receive a digital kit from Nathalie, from Nathalie's Facebook group, from Suzanne. You get a kit from her, and from Haystacks, and from Sweet Pea, or HCC and SPP, which it's easier to say that. We are each having a drawing as well. I really like that. Now I've discovered that I'm not sure what else I'm going to do to the cover. Thumbhole. Let's see if I can do it this way. Ooh, that was fun. So now I'm going to need to ink the paper. What is wrong with me today? So I'm talking too much. Well, at least now we can ink the thumbhole. Looks like a big ticket now. This will kind of reactivate the glue, so we don't need to put a ton, because there's already glue on there and it's still sticky. But we do want some fresh on there. And I'm doing these corners like that so that I can slide it around. Especially a little extra glue where that paper kind of stuck up. And we want to make sure to get it all glued around the thumb hole, which we now need to line up with the paper. Needs to be farther up. See, now the envelope doesn't show at the bottom. Okay. That is an awful lot of that inking, isn't it? Well, we're going to have a card come out here. And we'll have a card come out here. Let's see. Remember, we wanted enough room for the card to stick out. Okay. So, we want to leave this side open. And then we want to glue the rest. Yeah. Just want to make sure that we don't glue this part shut with the envelope. Oh, look at that. And I even had an X on it. Okay, so we wanted to glue this way over here. We could glue it up a little bit more. And there we go. I was going to put paper on here, but it was only going to show that much. So, you know, like 1/4 of an inch. So it seemed like a waste of paper to me. And then there'll be paper here along this edge that you'll see. So that will help break this up. It won't be all. Okay, so now the next thing that we need This is going to be the paper for here. And I'm going to cut it so that the numbers face this way. And we're going to ink it but not glue it. Because what's the point of having envelopes if we don't use them? Yeah, that'll be good. Except I like this better than I like this. So we'll put something here to break this up. Then we'll still be able to see that flower, maybe. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. We're going to start doing some envelopes. And that's why we're not gluing this on yet. So we don't actually need this right now. Okay, so that's our paper. Then we need to move these out of the way. Take a shot of coffee. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this big folder Yes, and we're going to put it on this way. This is the big old die that we're going to use to cut a window. So we're going to use this big envelope. And then when you open it, this smaller envelope is going to be stuck in here and flip out this way. And we're going to do a window in that. I forgot and went ahead and cut for the pocket. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of trickery on that one. So let's get this one papered. Yeah, we have a right side up. And I would like to get that map on there. Or do I want to get... Yeah, there's a lot of ephemera I haven't cut out yet. And I believe there's some fussy cuts and things. Plus I can make some cream colored fussy cuts to add more flowers. So we're going to paper it first. That way when we cut the window, we don't have to cut around it. It'll already be papered. Very nice. Okay, let's ink it. Once again, we're using gathered twigs. So, back to the collaboration. To get in the drawings, the multiple drawings, there's 3, 4. All you have to do is use either the freebies to do the challenges, or if you purchase the kits, and I say kits plural because obviously with it being a collaboration, there's half and half. Half at LineDotArrow and half at Nonstop Papercrafts, like I mentioned before. And then you go to the Facebook groups, LineDotArrow, Sweet Pea Papers, and Haystacks, and then you post your pictures of either the challenges that you've made, your own projects that you've made. You can use just the freebies. If you purchase the kit, then obviously you can use the kit papers as well to do the freebies. Do the challenges. And for every post you make with the hashtag last day or days, last days of summer, final days of summer, hashtag final days of summer, then you will get an entry. So if you've got one picture, then post it in all 3 groups, obviously, and then you get an entry into the drawing of each group. So that'll be fun. Who doesn't want to win free kits, especially from Nonstop Papercrafts and LineDotArrow? Alright. So this is our top. So we're going to attach it on this side. So we're going to put this here. Okay, now to cut it, oh, that's our page. To cut it, we're going to open it. And you'll notice I cut these little tabs off. I accidentally inked first, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to put some paper there. Or not, depending. If it's going to be not, then I need to ink it more. But I'm pretty sure we're going to put paper there. That just figures. We're going to cover it with paper, but it's still better if it all stays together. think I'm just gonna do like that. Okay, so we're gonna take because this edge is going to be cut off for the pocket. We're going to put this in the center with the cutting edge down. I think this looks like barbed wire. Technically, they're little stars. Either one is fine with me. The two big dies we're going to be using, we're not going to be able to use them all throughout anyway. So I've got the die in the center. This is exactly the size, this 6x9, of the plates that go in here. So we just have to be careful. We get everything lined up so that it'll fit through. And then it might be a little difficult at first. It's kind of a large die. I'm not super strong anymore. Hopefully that all worked out. It slid over, but that's okay. Now, you'll notice the way this die is that the paper stayed in there. So we'll just take this, push on it in a few places. Oh, it's not going to come off in one piece. I thought it would. All right, I'll do this off camera. I thought we could push off one big piece and get a frame, but that's only if you put the little one inside. So now we've got this card to use, which is pretty cool. A map on it. So see, that moved over right on. That's still okay. Goes this way. Let me get my acetate. Had to ink this first. Don't forget to ink the windows. I like that die. It's the first time I've ever used it. I like the irregular shaped edged die to make windows with. Most of the time they're meant for card makers to make frames with. But you see how you can't tell that this is, these are stars. Okay. Okay. So this, with all these pockets and things, you know, I think I'm going to make that even shorter. There's a hair right there. Yeah. It's a lot of glue. So we'll glue this in here. Then we will try to see the edge. And it's mostly important to be glued down where it goes, the card goes in and out. I hope that mistake there isn't too far over. Right there. So we'll have to put it on the fat side. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to glue this back together. And then you just do the same thing with the little one. Now I just put glue where it was white, so I knew it was the same size. And like I said, this tear in the corner won't matter because we've got paper that we're going to cover it with. Okay. So here's our window. Here's our extra. And now we're going to cut this a very thin amount for our pocket because it's going to be on there like this. And then you'll paper the inside. and make a card. There we go. Now I'm going to ink this. Yeah, we're just going to have to be careful right there. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We're putting paper inside. So we'll put paper inside. You just cut it out like, you know, this size. You don't have to cover the whole thing. All you need to do is cover this area here. But I would recommend making sure the paper comes all the way to the edge so your card doesn't catch on it when it goes in and out. Okay? Then you're going to make a card the size of this opening. And you're going to wait until you put the paper on the back for that. I forgot to pick out paper for this and this because I was going to do the small envelope, which we're going to use the smaller die in the same set and this paper. So I'll do this one off camera since I just showed you with the big one, and from now on any windows like this I'll do off camera. Okay, this ended up a little bit crooked, but that's all right. So I'll do the little one the same way. Take it apart here, cut out the center, ink it, put in the acetate, put the paper on the inside, which I'll be able to do from this side. Oh, actually I won't take this apart because I cut this end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide the die in, cut the hole, take the paper and stuff out, and do it that way. Okay, so instead of taking the envelope apart, you're just going to take the die, it's just this type of stuff is so involved, it takes so long to get it done. I don't want to keep showing the same thing over and over, which is cutting holes in envelopes. So you're going to put the die in this way, and you want it to cut the paper, so you want the blades to be facing down. You're going to put it right here. Then you're going to close this, because you're going to put it inside, remember? You're going to paper the front, cut out the hole, put in the acetate, which you're going to have to slide in, but it'll be easy. You can open this up really big. Okay, and then you'll have that ready. And go ahead and paper the back. All right. And then I will have these two done by the time we do the next video. And then we'll go on from there. Okay? All right. Well, I will see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.